All praise to the Creator. Peace and love, everybody. So I want to explain the Sabbath. So our ancestors said that we had a forever Sabbath, and there was no night. In fact, night doesn't exist. It's just that with their towers they put in place, they have technology that can block out the sun temporarily. This was really going on. As far as the moon wasn't even there. Our ancestors said somebody had put it there after they came, when they attacked us and destroyed our crystal towers, which are really the original pyramids were crystal. And of course they put up their brick pyramids that we then built and claimed that they were ours. Christopher Columbus said we were sitting in the Garden of Gods, even sitting around reading books. They came in for saying about us, old Hebrew, nothing to do. In other words, we were sitting around doing absolutely nothing, eating grapes as big as our heads and reading books, okay? And all the books that we wrote was science. We understood life, the essence of life, and the energy that y'all keep on calling the creator, because that's what it is, it's energy. We come from an energy source. People keep looking for a man. There is no man, okay? It is energy. You come from energy, and that energy has expanded itself. And the reason we failed, because we started serving ourselves and making, we had super abilities. And the crystals actually connected to the towers that we had with crystals, and it made the planet more stronger. And if you look back then, we used to walk around barefoot. Barefoot means that you can actually connect to the energy of the earth. You can try it now, or work to a certain extent. And if you notice, the planet has been shifting because it's trying to get the energy back. And when it all comes down, we are going to destroy their towers, and we're going to put our towers back up. And then we're going to have a forever Sabbath, which will be forever. There will be no nighttime. It will always be daytime, because they're going to have to decease. They're going to have to go away. And it's really that simple. The devil came here, and since he knew we had a forever Sabbath, he made his laws and his own rules and regulations, which is what Hebrew camps are doing, and they teaching you these laws and all the names to call the devil on. Bad enough the church does that to you as well, but they're not teaching you particular feast days, but they're telling you to do Thanksgiving and stuff. But all those feast days that Hebrews are doing connect with the same thing of all those holidays that they're doing. So both ways devil worship. When the Creator said hate your feast days, he wasn't just talking about your holidays. He meant your so-called feast days you're doing for the devil. The devil had made many rules. He even got the Canaanites involved, which is your Catholic Church. And the Catholic Church put all of the feast days inside there. This is why if you look at every single feast day, the Catholic Church is doing it, the Christian Church is doing it. All these different groups are doing the same thing you camps are doing. And then you push on our people who come out of Christian churches, and then they get tricked into serving the devil again. They may drop the holidays, but they still doing the same thing with the feast days, because all those days are all connected. All right? So until we have our forever Sabbath, which means the moon goes away, it'll never be dark, it's always going to be light, you have food everywhere, gardens of Eden, all right? Big as watermelons, as far as the fruit goes and so forth. And then we'll be making H320 instead of H2O, which you shouldn't even drink, but that's another story.
H3O2.
That's for H3O2, thank you. So, with that said, this is stuff that you need to look up deeply, and I advise you to look up how the devil put his hands in everything, including making his own law. He even made a food law. A lot of that food law, a couple of them come from the devil. The truth is that most of us didn't eat meat back in the days, all right? And see, they like blood, so that was their excuse to eat the meat. Now, we cook it all the way, which is something you should do, but really the only meat that's really good for you to eat, when it all comes down to it, that's good for your body is fish. And you really shouldn't eat that as much. You really should be eating all fruit. Alkaline diet means that no disease gets to your body. It means you can't get sick. It means you live longer. If you stay off a fruit base and a raw vegetable diet, I mean not cooked, you can be 80 years old and look like you're 17. There's a lady on YouTube right now who has done it. She's proven it. You can look it up. And she's 80 years old. She looked like she's 21. She don't get sick. This is all facts. The doctor's been lying to you. You don't need doctors. You need fruit. And stop serving the devil. Stop getting on your knees. When you get on your knees or you say names, you give away your authority that the Creator gave you. He gave you authority over everything on earth. The air, even the fallen ones, you have authority of them. But if you give your authority to them, then they have authority over you, and they have a soul tie with you. And if you do any of the feast days, the same thing happens, which means they can take you to hell with them because you had submitted and bowed down to them one way or the other. It doesn't matter if you don't know. The devil don't care if you don't know. But either way, if you do it, he still gets you, and the Creator will let him have you. Who you serve is who you become. All praise to the Creator, peace and love. Praise the Creator, nobody else. Shalom.